Tea time with Trav. Seems as though Dan Snyder used adult content and masked it as entertainment for children right in front of our eyes, and of course we didn't see it. Now looking back on it, it was a lot of perverted and nasty things that went on those sets of All That and other Nickelodeon shows. What's going on, y'all? It's AyooTravv, and I'm back, baby, back. I'm back again. So look, let me give y'all a little rundown. Y'all are gonna hear some noise on the outside. The neighbors next door, their pipes burst, and the whole house was flooded and whoop-de-woo. So they are working on the plumbing over there outside, and of course, it's right outside my window. Now, listen, y'all probably like, well, Trav, why did you decide to film? They wasn't doing all this before I left. When I came back, I'm like, what the hell? But I already got the food, so we got to film. So yeah, here I am, look like Scary Spice. I'm going to try to talk loud so I can talk over it, and I'm going to also try to do some editing and lower the background volume, but yeah, y'all work with me. I had to film this video after what I saw. So let me go and say grace. Father God, I come to you today to ask you of this food. Please bear nourishment to my body. Please don't let this food properly. And you hear my prayer, amen, one more time. Amen. We have Wingstop new hot honey rub. I heard some good stuff about it. So we're going to see. I know y'all do be hyping stuff up. And then when I get it, it be like, this ain't what y'all said. But we finna see. So let's do it. We gonna see. Okay, that's good. It's not oh my God worthy, but that's good. I'll take that. Hold on, y'all. And I'm just letting y'all know in advance, this video is going to be a lot of talking. Of course, we're going to eat, but it's going to be a lot of talking because with this topic, I feel like I need to. I think Wingstop got really good ranch. Alright, one more wing. And then we're gonna hop into our conversation. Clean that bone. Okay, one more bones. Tea time with Trav. Go ahead in my beer. Here we go. Okay. That's gonna be my little phone stand. if I get a little choked up during this video, it's because this show really triggered me. But Quiet on Set really exposed some stuff about these childhood shows that I thought I grew up on. Dan Schneider, it seems as though he used, how do I want to word, like, I gotta watch my mouth this first and foremost, but y'all know with these kind of topics, I just really don't be giving a damn and I just be going. But, excuse me, I'm gonna try to be as politically correct as possible. But it seems as though Dan Schneider used adult content and masked it as entertainment for children right in front of our eyes. And of course, we didn't see it because we thought that it was entertainment. But now looking back on it, it was a lot of perverted and nasty things that went on those sets of All That and other Nickelodeon shows. And I'm going to dig deep into some stuff, but I do want to call out a few more names just in case y'all don't get far enough in the video. I want to make sure y'all hear these names. Brian Peck, Jason Handy, disgusting. Disgusting. The fact that y'all thought that it was okay to use y'all power to lure in these children and touch them in ways that children should not be touched, y'all need to burn in the hottest parts of hell that there is. Period. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart, and I don't care. I mean that. So those of you who may not know who Dan Schneider is, Dan Schneider was the cash cow for Nickelodeon in the 90s and the early 2000s. Worked with All That, like he was behind some big shows, y'all. All That, Drake and Josh, Kenan and Kel, Good Burger, iCarly, Victorious, just to name a few. Those names alone should tell you how big this man was. And if you can't put a face to a name and you don't feel like wanting to Google, I'll help you out. If you ever seen the movie Good Burger, Dan Schneider played the owner of Good Burger. Now I know you're going to be like, oh, I know who that is. So it was so much stuff in these children's shows that looked like it was made for adults. Point blank period. One in particular that really jumped out to me that, of course, as a child, I did not see this. But now at 31, I'm like, oh, hell no. Pickle Boy. If you watched All That, you know who Pickle Boy was. You saw Pickle Boy. He showed up in damn near every episode. Carrying this big thing of pickles. And of course, he wanted everybody to eat the pickles. So there's one scene in particular where there was a man in his dressing room and Pickle Boy was walking up. And he hears the man say that he wants something to eat. So the guy, Pickle Boy, slides a pickle through this hole. And as an adult, now, you know, experiencing some things that I have experienced, that reminded me of you know what, going through a glory hole. If you don't know what a glory hole is, Google it. And I was like, my mouth was just like, what in the hell? But it don't stop there, y'all. Y'all probably like, Trav, why are you doing that? Because I've gotten downstairs. So, Amanda Bynes. Well, before we get to Amanda Bynes, let's start with Brandy. Brandy was an actress on All That. She was, I always wasn't the star of All That, but needless to say, Jason Handy, he kind of took her under his wing as if he was going to be her mentor. So, they exchanged emails with her. To me, that was weird as hell. Because as a mother, why are you letting this grown man email your daughter. She wasn't even a teenager yet at the time, y'all. I can't remember the exact age, but I know she wasn't a teenager. So mom said, she saw her first couple emails. It was cool. He was letting her know about different jobs that's upcoming. But again, that made no sense to me because she is a minor. Why are you contacting a minor about shows and auditions and opportunities when the mother is the one who has to sign off on all of this? So that made me want to just jump through the screen and just ask her mom, what the hell is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? Like, why did any of that make sense to you and how? So, my name Brandy is reading her email. And she slammed down the computer and she ran in her room and she starts crying. Brandy's mother asks her, what's wrong? What is going on? Why are you crying? And she told her that he had sent her a new photo of himself. And the caption that he wrote in the email was, just wanted you to know I'm thinking about you. That made my stomach turn. Ew. Again, why the hell in your right mind, and how the hell in your right mind can you even look at a child? You just scared me. Y'all, Juvie that ate this.
Both of
them. Don't put my daughter.
No, both of them. Both these dogs just ate something that they weren't supposed to eat. We've raised horrible animals. Why you gotta eat that corn like this? What you say? Hey y'all, go ahead, continue.
They have not been doing that all day. As soon as I back my food, they will make all the noise.
They have been doing it before you got.
I don't remember them doing it before I left. Oh, well, that's why I hear it. Now it's loud and clear. I don't understand how an adult can look at a child and think, oh, like, So Brandy's mother said her first thought was to call the police. Of course. That's what you would do, right? That's what you should do, right? But she didn't. She didn't. She just removed her from it completely. She said that she didn't want to get the police involved because she didn't want to get backlash and be accused of being a bad mother. News in flash. You are. You are. You are. One, you put her in a position for this to happen. Bad parenting. Two, now that it has happened, you're not doing anything about it. Horrible parenting. Oh, but let me give you a little backstory about Brandy's mother. Excuse me. Brandy's mother wanted to be an actress. Brandy's grandmother was an entertainment lawyer. She refused to let Brandy's mom get into the industry because of stuff that she knew went on in the industry. So when Brandy's mom had her, and she saw interest in acting, according to her, from Brandy, she wanted to make sure she did not hold up her daughter's dreams like her mother did hers. No. What it was, you didn't get that opportunity, so you tried to live through your child. A lot of parents do it. A lot of them do it. So, now, eventually, Jason gets arrested. They decide to, search his home, of course. And boy, oh boy, did it go from there. They toasted the hell out of this bread. But y'all, when they searched his home, they found thousands of child pornography in their phone. I don't even know if I can actually say that phrase on here. I hope I can. They found videos of children engaging in sexual acts. They saw solo videos of children doing stuff inappropriately to themselves that children should not be doing, especially not in the eyes of an adult. And they found his journal. This part right here, y'all, when I tell y'all I literally had to pause this documentary because I was so disgusted. In Jason's journal. In Jason's journal, he wrote himself, ugh. He stated in his journal that he is a pedophile. He knows that he's a pedophile, and he's looking for little girls to rape. Those were the words that came from him about himself. What the fuck? What the fuck? Like, I was, oh. I'm getting mad just thinking about it. That, oh. And Jason only got 6 years. 6 years. And we're going to speed it up on Jason before I get to cursing too much. But ultimately, Jason got out. He got out. He moved to North Carolina, where he had to register as a sex offender. And in 2014, he was arrested for sexually assaulting another child. America be so worried about drugs. And this pedophile has ruined the lives of children, scarred them for life, because that's something they will never forget. And he got out in a few years and had the opportunity to do it again, and he did. Think about all the victims that were not able to come forward for whatever reason, whether it's personal reasons, they're scared of the backlash, or what have you. Think about them. Think about how that all could have been prevented. And I'm going to rewind back to Brandy's mother. Had she opened her damn mouth, we don't know who she could have protected. Yes, it was too late to protect her child from him initiating it, but she could have been that hero for future victims, but she wasn't. So she also can go to hell. Yeah. Boom. Back to Dan Schneider. So, there's not any full accusations of Dan Schneider actually, sexually assaulting anyone, sexually harassing anyone, or anything like that. It's just morally, some of the stuff that people noticed that he was doing, that he had incorporated into his shows, etc., was not right. I.e., Sam and Cat. I believe that's the show. With Ariana Grande. In one of the scenes, Ariana Grande is in a bed and she's squeezing a potato and she's like massaging the potato. And she's like, I wonder if I can squeeze the juice out of here. Give me the juice. I want the juice. And in my adult mind, looking at that, it is if she is massaging balls and is waiting for the juice. Another scene. Ariana Grande is laying on the bed. Mind you, she's in lingerie. She's in lingerie. She's a teenager. She's in lingerie. And she pours water. Oh, I'm so thirsty. She's hanging off the edge of the bed. Adults, y'all know what that position is used for. And she pours the water on herself. She doesn't even pour it in her mouth. She pours it on herself. And it instantly gave me how women are in like a wet t-shirt contest. And then there were other things like one of the characters that Amanda Bynes played on the Amanda Bynes show was Penelope Tate. And that was one of the characters that I loved growing up. That was one of the funny characters. Not anymore. Not anymore. Y'all, if you don't know the definition of a taint is that area in between the male's balls and his butthole, also known as the gooch. Why the hell would you name a child character on a child show after a man's private part? Again, morally, that is disgusting. Legally, it can be argued. Doesn't stop there. They had a character, a black character, a young black boy, and there's so many things that's wrong with this. He played a superhero by the name of Captain Big Nose. To me, before we get to the sexual references, that's a racial reference. Why is the only black male character on this show having to portray a superhero with a big nose? Come on. Come on. And now he had noses on his shoulders. And if you look at the noses closely, they look as though they are shaped in the form of a penis. Shaped in the form of a penis, sitting on his shoulders. And one of his superpowers was to squirt something out of his nose. And of course, it landed on the woman's face when he shot it out. Coincidence? Too many of them. Too many of them. Too many. This is happening too much with Dan Snyder and his shows for it to keep being a coincidence. And one of the ex-writers on all that, on the Amanda Bynes show, said that Snyder told them up front that he knew what a tape was, but don't tell the executives of Nickelodeon that he's making fun of, like he's doing a parody of a male body part, because they would have a problem with it. You think? You think? Oh. And poor Amanda Bynes. Poor Amanda Bynes. They are doing to Amanda Bynes what they did to Britney. They drive them crazy. They try to make excuses for why they need to be in this conservatorship, why they're not stable, blah, 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 just to be in control of them, their career, and their money. Amanda was too close to Dan Snyder for her to be the age that she was. I don't give a damn. If you are somebody's mentor, do that. But there is no reason why there was footage of him, this grown man, in a hot tub with this teenage girl. She's in a bikini. Nothing about that is okay. Nothing. It's disgusting. It's sick. It's filthy. let's move past Dan because we got some more. Brian Peck. A freak. Brian Peck worked on the Amanda Bynes show, and he decided that he was going to be the mentor of Drake Bell. Drake Bell, y'all know who that is from Drake and Josh. Alright, so his dad said, you know, he'd always made a vow to keep his eye on on Drake. And he didn't feel comfortable with him around Brian. He said he would like, it just seemed like Brian would make his way closer and closer to Drake. And then it would start to become a little physical. Not, you know, fighting or anything like that. But he would say, you know, it'll be times where he'll be helping Drake put on his clothes. And he's like, he can do that himself. Like, what? Huh? Or he'll crack a joke and somehow his armor will end up around Drake's shoulder, around his waist and stuff like that. And when the dad complained about it, of course, he was made out to be crazy. Someone on the set said, alright, that dude got a little tick to him. Someone on the set told him, well, Brian is gay, so it sounds like you're homophobic. What? So, Brian is now picking up on the fact that Drake's dad is picking up on him. He then tries to manipulate Drake into firing his dad. And it worked. Knowing that would cause a division in their relationship, Drake then moves in with his mother. The mom calls Drake's dad and let him know Drake no longer wants to be managed by him. Dad was hurt, but ultimately he said, I want what's best for Drake. I want him to do what he feels as though he needs to do for his career. So he backed off. But he told her, whatever you do, keep him away from Brian Peck. Keep him away from him. If he has to be around him, do not let him be alone. Of course she didn't listen. And now Brian found ways to make sure, because Drake stayed so far away, his mom being the deadbeat that she is, clearly, Brian would come and pick Drake up and take him to auditions and things like that, and it would be so late that he would use it as an excuse on why he couldn't take him back home that night. So he started staying the night. And one morning, Drake said he woke up to Brian doing stuff to him. He never was specific on what happened because it was hard for him to talk about it, but we don't need to know the details to know that Brian is a nasty-ass bastard. Period. To make a long story short, Brian had started to get a little obsessive. Drake had, got a girlfriend, and he's living the normal teenage life, and I don't think Brian liked that. He started spending more time with his girlfriend because now he has somewhere to go and something to do. So Brian is just blowing his phone up, and Drake's girlfriend's mother said, what's going on? Because there's no reason why a man in his 40s is blowing your phone up like that. What is going on? Ultimately, it comes out. It comes out that Brian had been molesting him and doing all these things to him. So, of course, police get involved. He gets arrested. Turns out to be true. That man only got 16 months in jail. 16. months, not 16 years, 16 months for molesting this man. And after he got released, he didn't go back to Nickelodeon. Nope. He was hired at Disney to work on The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Another show that I know too well. How this man, a convicted sex offender, how in the hell did he get offered to work at his old company's rival company, whatever you want to call it, and get on this big ass show? What? How? Why? Why is that a thing? That is. Oh, it pisses me off. It pisses me off. It pisses me off. No. But y'all, there was so much. There was so much more in that documentary that y'all really have to see. Even with Jason, when they did the search warrant, they found out that he kept souvenirs of girls. That is water. Of girls that he had dealt with. And yes, girls. Little girls. He had Ziploc bags. The reason why the police even the reason why Brandy's story got out there was because the detectives contacted her mother. Because they found a Ziploc bag with Brandy's information in there. With letters, with emails, etc. There was one, the 6-year-old girl. Her panties. I don't know if I said this part already. I probably did, but that's how much it just disgusted me. One of the Ziploc bags belonged to a 6-year-old girl. Her panties was in that bag. It's really disgusting. It's really sick. And after watching it, y'all, I just started thinking about more stuff. Good Burger. Good Burger was so popular because of a teenage boy making a special sauce. And everybody wanted this sauce. But it was a big secret on what the sauce was. It makes you think now. Was that referring to you know what? It's like I don't even know how I could even attempt to look at these shows the same. Because I still do watch reruns of Ken and Cal. I'm going to watch a rerun of all that if I catch it. But it's like, I don't know if my adult mind can watch it without being triggered, disgusted, creeped out, like, ugh. And I know it's so many more. The child actors that they had in this documentary, there were people that that were stars on all that. On the Amanda Bynes show, on this, on that. None of them knew that Drake Bell was the victim of Brian Peck. It had been known that he was arrested and what he was arrested for, but the name was never made public. Drake didn't want that. But look at here. I know people feel bad for Drake Bell because of what he went through, but let's not forget, Drake Bell was found guilty of sending sexually explicit photos to a minor and grooming her since she was 12. So he's one of them. The victim became the victimizer. So, empathy, sympathy, none of that is me going to Drake. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't give you, I can't, like hearing his story, it made me want to cry. But I couldn't allow myself to do it because I know that he ended up doing pretty much the same thing. Now, he didn't get all the way there and actually do it as far as like touching and all of that, but even having those discussions and sending those type of photos to a child, you are a sick individual. And I don't care if y'all say hurt people, he wasn't in his right state of mind. Bullshit. Because he has enough money or had enough money to get help to where he didn't feel the need to do what he did. But he still did it anyway. So he can go straight to hell just like the rest of them. Y'all can go there together. I honestly don't know what's going to come from that documentary. But whatever it is, and whoever it is, deserve it. Period. Justice for Amanda Bynes. Because I feel as though if, and I'm saying if because it is not out there yet, and I don't want that thrown on me, but if indeed Dan Schneider actually did stuff that can put him behind bars, not stuff that we've already established that the majority of things that he did was morally wrong, ethically wrong. But if he did anything that was legally wrong, Amanda Bynes is going to be that one to put the nails in that coffin. Mark my words. Mark my words. But now this also makes me want to look at other networks in these children. We've already heard stories from Demi Lovato. Now I really do wonder, did something happen to Orlando Brown? Yes, he's crazy. Yes, he was on alcohol. Yes, he was on drugs. But what led to that? Because, granted, I'm not a future teller. I'm not even Raven Baxter to see the future. But him being in the predicament that he is in now, I would have never in my wildest dreams thought. I want to know what happened to Orlando Brown to make him do the things that he's doing, to make him go down the path that he went down. That's all I got to say. Now again, I'm going to try to edit the hell out of this video so y'all don't hear too much of that background noise. We're going to see what it is. But if you haven't already, y'all, please go out and watch that documentary. You can watch it on Investigation Discovery if you have that. or HBO Max, or just go by Max now if you have Max. Protect y'all children. Protect y'all children. I know y'all be thinking that y'all are doing the best that y'all can as parents, but do better. Do better. And this is not me trying to tell you how to parent or anything like that. This is coming from a child who was hurt. So I'm telling y'all to make sure your children are not hurt. Try your best to make sure that your children are not hurt. Stop trying to live your dreams through your child. Stop trying to force them into stardom at the cost of their mental stability, at the cost of their virginity, at the cost of their innocence. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You lived your life. You lived enough for your life. Why ruin theirs? Why put them in a predicament that can ruin theirs? Because these children are ruined. And yes, I'm saying children, although they are adults, because somewhere in their mind, that little child is stuck there. Because they cannot forget what happened in the past. I'm not even going to do the normal intro. Because now I'm in my feelings. I'm out.